Okay, I'm getting ready to do the scan and cut part of the video. This is the light colorway. Is this fabric just so much fun? It's just so much fun. And again, you're going to get this with options. And the fabric's going to be a little bit different. We did get some different fabrics since we made the first sample. So you're going to have a couple different options with this as well. We'll put different colors in here so you can pick what's going to make your heart happy. And but there's going to be the light colorway. This is considered the light colorway, which is going to be on the cream background, and then the dark colorway, which is going to be on the black background. So let me put this to the side and let's talk about the scan and cut. So regarding the scan and cut, I have always done this because I used SVG once. And I think the last time because I'm new to scan and cut, so I used SVGs, and I'm going to go to my scan and cut app or a Canvas app that I put onto my computer. And when I sent over the SVG, I didn't test it. I just cut it, and it was so big. And I was like, that was a big waste of time. So honestly, this is an evolution. I don't know how, Michelle keeps telling me about the 1-inch square and that I have to make sure the 1-inch square works and that the design usually has one, but I haven't been able to find the 1-inch square. I don't know how to do it. I know where they are when I do my OESD, like the copies, and there's a 1-inch square on there. So I see that. I don't know where to find the 1-inch square on the SVG that you bring into Canvas Workspace. So you can take an SVG and put it on a stick or send it directly over to your machine. I'm going through Canvas Workspace on my computer. So there's two Canvas Workspace. There's one that's that you just go into that you download. And then I just put it on my taskbar. So I have that Canvas Workspace. And then there's a Canvas Workspace that's like on the internet. Okay. They're two different things. This one lives on the desktop, and then there's the one that you go Canvas Workspace to the website. So I'm going to do it through here. I'm already just learning stuff on Canvas Workspace because I was doing this with my OESD SVGs, and every time I brought it in, it would bring in double. So I was like, what? I'm confused. And I had to figure out how to get rid of one of those. So this is what I did, because when you don't know what to do and you're at home by yourself and you don't have somebody you can ask, then you just figure out what works best for you. So what I did was, and you can see I used this. This is just a piece of muslin, and I've already used it twice because I stitched out an OESD SVG. And then these two poinsettias, the leaves and the poinsettias are the same. Do you see that? They're the same. So you just take them and you twirl them. So instead of stacking them, you offset them so they go like in the spaces in between. So, and there's two sizes. This is the small, and then this is the large. So what I did, because I don't want to cut everything and then find out that they're the wrong size. So what I did was I stitched out, I loaded the large. There was two of them, and I stitched them out. And then I took that SVG and sent it to my scan and cut, and I cut it out just on a piece of paper because I knew that would be easy. And then I put it down, and I was like, oh my God. Well, let me make sure I put it down the right way. I put it down, and I was like, oh, that was probably the right way. And I was like, perfect. It fit perfectly. So now I know the SVG is going to fit the embroidery design, and I'm not going to have to worry about it. So that's what I did. You're probably like, oh my God, as for those of you that are experienced, can you tell me how you do it? Put it in the comments. I didn't know what to do. Anyways, so the SVG from Janine Babich, don't you love it? I've decided on the pink. All that hoopla, and I decided on the pink, but we're going to put all those options so you can pick what's best for you. And these are the colors that I did: Passion, Pixie, and Dijon, which I think they're all pretty gorgeous. All right, so I am going to send the SVG file over. Okay, dirty screen. And I want you to, I'm going to go ahead and put my pin in where you can't see it. And I'm going to show you how. So turn on your scan and cut if you're doing scan and cut. And you know what I'll do is, why don't I do, I'll just do one of them just the regular way with the tack down and then the trim. And then the other two, because I'm going to be doing 3 pieces of fabric. So if you got a kit from us, you're going to get a piece of pink, a piece of red, which I've already added the heat and bond light and the organza, and then green. What the pattern calls for is you just need 1 green and you need 1 of these colors. So red if you want to do red flowers, pink if you want to do pink flowers. You're going to see the sample that Dana did for us. She did the red flowers. So you do not have to do 2 different color flowers, but I thought, oh, I'm going to do that anyways because it's going to be fun. So I'll do, I don't know, I'll do the red or the pink the traditional way, where I just bring in the designs. But for right now, I am going to bring in, and I'm going to go here. So on the left-hand side, you're going to have something that says SVG. And again, remember, this is the program I downloaded to my machine. And you're going to have large poinsettia leaves, and you're going to have small. So let me go ahead. I'm just going to cut the, so these are the large. And I'm going to bring in, and I'm going to cut like all the red, I'm not going to mix the colors because my pieces, I'm going to leave the way they are, and I don't have a ton of room on my mat. So I'm going to go back to SVG, and I'm going to bring in the small. Okay. And it brings these all in as separate pieces. I was doing some research because I was like, where's the auto arrange button? And there is none. So there is no auto arrange button. And I'm just going to take these and fit these on my mat and see how I can get them where they're going to fit the best. Okay. And you just don't want them to go over. Whoops. Don't want that. And you can use your arrows. I was like, how do I move this? I've been learning. So you can also use your arrows here to move it. So I'm using the arrows on my keyboard to get it a nice, maybe I should zoom in a little more. Is that too much zoom? Okay, I'm using the arrows on my keyboard. And now I'm just going to kind of snug these in the best way that they'll fit. And I'm not going to get it like completely close. I think I have 8 inches of fabric. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you don't have to get it super tight. Your piece in your kit will be either 8 inches by 11, or we might do fat 16ths, which will be 9. Mine were only 8 inches, so I'm being mindful of that. We might give you a little bit more, but you might have 8. Okay, so I'm going to snug them in. How do these fit best? Like that. And then I was thinking, okay, how do I want to put this down on my mat? Do I want to put it with the organza down first, or do I want to put it down with the organza first, or fabric first? And I think I'm going to do the fabric first because the organza is going to get stringy and icky, and we'll probably have to kind of cut around that anyways. So right now we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It goes into my 7th one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I have, I think, 11 inches. Okay. So this looks good. Let's go ahead and grab my mat. Make sure your scan and cut is on, because you will not be able to transfer the design without it being on. So I know mine is on right now. And I'm going to go ahead and transfer it. So to transfer it, you're going to go File. So up here in the upper left-hand corner, just hit File. And you're going to go Export. So I'm going to go Export. And you do it with a K. That's the button I hit first, and I was like, oh, that was unsuccessful. That wasn't what I was doing. I'm going to do transfer via the internet. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that button, or, use your mouse and your clicker. It's ready to download. I'm just going to say, okay, I have a touch screen, and mine is done. It's over there. So let me go ahead and get my mat. Oh, and before I get the mat, though, let's bring it up on the, Patrick just reminded me I needed to go to the store. So we're going to bring it up here. Carriage is good. I don't even have the door open on this. But I just want to bring okay to retrieve. I'm going to say okay to retrieve. Oh, that's not what I want. Let's go home. Okay to cancel. And I'm going to go retrieve data. Remember, this isn't from my connection. So I'm not going into my connection. And this is where you go to the cloud. So if you're taking it from the internet, we're going to go to the cloud. And there it is. Okay. So I have to run to the store. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit save. And I'm going to save it to the machine. And then we're going to come back and we are going to cut. And I'll cut 2 of them. And then the third one, we'll just do it traditionally. Saved in my memory. I'm going to say okay. And I will be right back. Believe it or not, I think I actually cleaned my mat after the last time I used it. And sometimes Michelle tells me it's too sticky. She says that she has 4 different fabric mats, and they all have a different level of stick. And if her new mat is too sticky, she even takes like her sleeve and will just press it down just to get a little lint so it's not quite as sticky. My dilemma kind of is, what side should I put down on my mat? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this wrong side fabric down. And you got to keep that in mind with if you need to mirror image. Does that make sense? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this down over here. I'm just going to press it down. I'm worried about the organza kind of sticking to it and shredding a little bit, but here we go. We'll see how we do. What I'm learning is you can do so many different things, right? And it might not be, what you choose might not be the perfect way. So machine is on. I have already saved my design. We checked it before I turned off my filming. And I'm going to hit my load mat button. Carriage is going to move. I have my my autoblade in. Is it okay to retrieve? Yes. And then I'm going to go ahead and, whoops. Yeah, there's my loading of the mat. Going to have to turn my design. And I wonder if I could select the whole thing. So let's go edit. And I can't remember, is it this one? And I think it's this. There we go. Although it didn't select that one right there. Let's say okay. Object edit. Oh, can't do that. All right, so I really should have put this down the other way. Now I'm going to have to go ahead and move my designs. Let's go ahead and scan my mat. So I'm going to go, okay, scan the mat, start. And I just have an autoblade in there. Layers of stuff. I'm going to use my autoblade because I've got a couple of different layers here. And let's go ahead and move some things. We'll just take a minute to do this really fast. Oops, let's ungroup. Edit and ungroup. There we go. Now we can just move them individually. Object edit, rotate this one, and then there. That one looks good right there. This one looks good right there. And then I mean, do I really have to squeeze them in? I guess not. Because what am I going to do with this extra fabric, right? Nothing. Okay, we'll just do it kind of like that. Let's see what we get. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and say okay. I'm going to say okay. I'm going to do a test cut. I'm going to say okay. I'm going to go okay because I'm done to all of that. And I'm going to say please select, cut. And I'm going to do a test because I'm all about the test now. There's my little guy right here. I'm going to go ahead and move him. I love the test cut. I was scared of doing the test cut before, and now I'm all about the test cut. Okay, okay. Test cut first. What I like about the autoblade is it's bigger. And it looks like everything stayed pretty well. Oh, did you see him fly up? I don't even know where he went, but he popped up so beautifully. And I'm just going to go ahead and say start. And let's cut. Two minutes of cutting. Then we'll put on the next piece. And then I'm going to do one of them just traditionally on, I'll just do one traditional cutting on the machine when we go to do it. So you should have plenty of organza. I guess I should find that test cut too. All right. Oh, those look so good. And they're not shreddy at all. Okay, let's do the next set. I was worried that everything was going to not stay down at all. I'll do more flowers too. I should have done more, don't you think? Like, why not? I should have just used all that up. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead. I'm going to spit out my mat. We're going to put the next piece down. I'll move this one over here. Here's my red flowers. And then I actually will put down that piece of organza and see if I can squeeze anything else out of that. I didn't even clean it off beforehand. And this should be, I mean, it's all grunge, so I think it's going to be, I'm not going to do a test cut, is what I'm saying. Let's add in. We're going to have to move these around a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go back. Okay, let's go back. Let's scan the mat. Let's start. Because this is going to be in a different spot now, right? Maybe we'll just fill the mat up. Might as well. And let's go ahead and object edit, rotate. Okay, so what this is teaching me is don't worry about arranging it before you send it in. Just send it. Do you know what I'm saying? I should just send it. Is he going to fit? No. Let's see if we can fit him this way. No, not really. Let's put him here. I think I'm going to rotate him a little more. There we go. Okay. Make a copy. This is make a copy. Let's do 2. And rotate. And then let's make a copy of, I'll just leave him here. Let's make a copy of the big one. Okay. Make a copy. Let's see if we can rotate that one into place. Maybe we'll put one up here. Maybe we'll put this one over here, and we'll put this one here. And then we'll put this one. There we go. And something like that. Okay, so we made an extra big and an extra small. I'm going to just say okay to that. Okay, and okay, and then okay, and then we're going to cut. And I'm hoping I can fit more of the green ones. That I could do one more green leaf, and one more, I don't know. I think I might be able to fit a big one on there. I love my skin cut. I love it. So you can combine stuff. I'm on fabric mat with autoblade. Okay, I wish I'd spaced my other thing out a little better, because I think I would have been able to get a couple different... Oh, you know what else I could do? Is I can shrink it. Let me do that too. I can make them... It doesn't have to be the same size. It's a scan and cut, and you can size stuff. All right, let me get this off. I'll spit out my mat. Probably time to go to the store. Let me get these up. I love how they're coming up. Just with all the, just having the heat and bond light on it, and then the organza, I think that's just stabilized it so it's not being awful, and everything's coming up, and it's not shredding. Okay, last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back down again, and I'm going to see if I can squeeze out some smaller poinsettias, because who says they have to be that full size? So I'm going to go ahead and go in here, say okay. Oh my God, can't get my mat up. All right, gonna go ahead and go back. And I'm gonna scan my mat. I mean, how great is that? Just being able to scan your mat. I had a gentleman that came in today or yesterday that his wife has a Cricut, and he was like, well, what's better about a scan and cut? And I think that's just being able to scan my mat. Has a camera and I can place my pieces. I'm going to get rid of my big ones. Let's go edit, trash can. Okay. Because I know I'm not going to be able to fit these. And then let's see what we can fit on here. So that one doesn't quite fit. Maybe I can put it right here. And maybe let's go ahead and object and size, and let's go ahead and size it down, and it should do it. There. Okay, let's do another one. Let's take this one, put it right here, say okay. Rotate. Right there. Oh, he might fit just like that. And then let's get rid of this one. Okay. Okay. He's too big. Trash can. And then let's put this one right here and see what we can get. Object. Let's rotate him first. Ooh, he almost fits just the way he is. This one is, let's say, okay, move. He fits just the way he is. And this little guy, let's just make him little. Okay, object, edit, and we're just going to size him down to get him to fit. That was way too tiny, don't you think? Okay, let's just try that and see what we get. All right, okay. I didn't really brayer it down, but I hope he just stays. Select, cut, and now we're going to have some more itty bitty leaves. Why not? Use it all up. I love the fabric mat. I love how sticky it is. And this is what I have. Here's all my pieces, all cut. Just so nice not having to hand cut it. I just can't tell you how much I just love the scan and cut. I just had no idea. And, you know, I'm getting a feel for it. Like maybe that wasn't the best place into the edge, but oh well. Did I squeeze another one? Oh, it's going to go into the organza. That's okay. That's me just trying. I'm okay with that. I was wondering why it was a little bit lighter down there. I mean, he's got a little bit of a frayed little edge there, but... And these other ones are just perfect. And this one, so what? Maybe we just take it and we don't have that peek out. So we could just do it kind of like, or we'll see. Maybe we'll make some small ones of the other ones, and this can just be something I'll use for something else. Just was nice scanning and trying it again. And that's going to be the Scanica part. I really want to just cut these, but I'll hand cut these. So if you guys don't have a Scanica, you can see that part of the process too. And thank you for joining me for the Scanica portion of this project. Next thing that we'll do is we are going to do the assembly. We're going to go ahead and sew this puppy together. See you later.